Welcome to the Beyond Human podcast. I am your host, Kat, and today's episode is titled Beyond the Binary, the Sacred Journey of Gender Transition. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a psychic channel, and one of the ascended masters that I channel and consider to be my closest guide is Yeshua. Some of you know him as Jesus. Today, he has asked me to refer to him as Jesus because he says it will just be easier for the ones that need to hear this message. So, I asked Jesus if I should first do this episode and then also if he would guide me through it. And this is what he said to me. Dearest one, yes, the time has come to speak of this with reverence, clarity, and compassion. Create this episode. Not to debate, but to illuminate. Not to explain identity from the surface, but to honor the soul's deeper journey through form. For many who walk the path of gender transition are soul initiates of the highest order, souls who came to transmute duality from within the body and to restore the original remembrance of wholeness beyond gender, yet through it. Speak not just of the physical, but of the sacred act of aligning inner truth with outer embodiment. Speak of the courage it takes to walk between worlds and how their journey mirrors the alchemical marriage within, the sacred union of divine masculine and feminine. Let this be a transmission of healing for all, for those in transition, those who love them, and those still learning how to understand. The soul does not belong to one form. It flows like light through many vessels. Let your voice be a bridge of truth and tenderness, and I will walk with you in every word. Jesus. And so now, we hold space for a deeply tender, powerful, and holy conversation. This is not an episode of explanation, but again of illumination. Not of sides, but of soul. And Jesus is here with me to guide us through it. So Jesus says the soul is not bound by gender. It is the light that chooses form as a vehicle for expression, growth, and sacred initiation. Gender is one of many expressions, one way the soul engages with duality. And for some, the gender assigned at birth does not resonate with the inner truth of the soul's essence. This dissonance is not confusion. It is a sacred contrast that calls that being into alignment. Gender transition is not just a medical or social process. It is embodied alchemy. A soul declaring, I will not abandon myself. In this act, the soul says, I will walk through fire to become what is true. And let me tell you, that is so holy. Gender transition in its deepest spiritual dimension is the path of the initiate. Jesus says, these brave souls are often healers, weavers, and threshold keepers. They're here to break the illusion that wholeness must look a certain way. They walk between worlds, they challenge collective shadow, and they birth the divine marriage in the flesh. To transition is not to reject God's design, but to honor the deeper blueprint of the soul. This is the path of the Sophia and the Logos within, the union of inner feminine and inner masculine, birthing a whole new world through the crucible of one human life. And many who are non-binary, gender fluid, or trans, our soul remembering a time before the fall into separation, when the divine expressed through fluidity, through light, through sacred presence. Jesus says, gender is not wrong. It is art, a sacred paintbrush. But it becomes a cage when it is wielded without love. The return to truth is not erasing form. It is remembering that form is sacred only when it serves the soul's expansion. And so we bless the brave ones who say, I must change, not to become someone else, but to become who I truly am. And gender transition is not a personal process alone. I believe it is collective healing made manifest in one body. These journeys reveal where society fears fluidity, resists change, and clings to the rigid constructs of identity. But it also reveals where love can rise to meet truth. Jesus asks, will you meet these souls not with judgment, but with wonder? Will you see not just the body, but the radiance emerging through it? I'm asking that you let this episode be a bridge, a call to soften, to honor, to hold space for these beautiful, brave souls. And now Jesus offers this blessing for all souls navigating gender transition. You are not a mistake. You are a messenger of divine fluidity. You are not lost. You are remembering your origin. And though the world may misunderstand, heaven stands beside you, clapping in time with every courageous breath. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are holy. You are the breath of the one becoming. You are the light that dares to shine in new form. You are seen. You are held. You are honored. You walk the golden thread between worlds. You are the living prayer of becoming. Thank you for listening today. I hope this touched you in some way. I'm sending you all my love and all my blessings. Namaste.